So here we are, and we're in my modded survival world. It didn't start out modded. It started back in 2013, 1.7.2. And I'm Sean, and this is Sean Chef Games. And today with me I have my good friend Mitchell.
Hey, how are you? It's good to be here. Sean spent a lot of time on this world, and he's super excited to show you what's going on, as am I.
Right. So today we're going to be checking out the capital and maybe the royal district to the capital of Etela.
Nutellaville.
No, Etela. That's the name of my nation. And these 11 villages, starting from there to there, are actually Etela villages. Each of them is based on a different Minecraft function, like breeding animals,
One's
chopping
hazelnut,
trees.
another one's bread.
I'm going to start ignoring your comments.
About Nutella.
Yeah, about Nutella. This is a desert village I found and edited. This is a underground village I built, an ice village I built back in 1.7.2. Dwarf themed, elvish themed. Some of my larger projects are behind these that we'll get into someday maybe. This is Blood Gulch based off Red vs. Blue and Halo. This is one of my military facilities I might show off sometime.
And there's a lot more.
Yeah, there's some end cities and some nether fortresses. Not really anything from anything past 1.8, but today we're going to start with Sidrathos, which is a anagram of something, I don't remember what. So this is the main town, and I'm going to fly up over it so you can get an overview. I'm not going to go into all the different houses. This is mostly just a Minecraft village.
Look at over there. Okay.
Yep, that's the first castle I built, and I built that thing above it out of lapis. Don't know why.
Where's the academy?
This is the military academy over here I was telling you about.
Okay.
It was one of my second projects after that. The village used to end right at this road here, which is why that gate is there. I actually added this whole portion here after the fact.
Okay, and where do you start when you're walking into this village, if you were just a traveler coming here?
Well, actually, when you spawn into the world, I set the world spawn point to this well. So this is kind of where you start the world. But if you were just a traveler, you'd probably enter through this gate right here.
Okay. Can you take us through the gate once, just so we can see what it's like when you first walk in?
Sure. I need to actually go back and fix some stuff, because this is how I used to do doors, guys, is I'd, have to do them like that. Eventually I got smart and started using buttons. This is how you enter the world. And this is kind of my horse pen there, and there's chickens. I'm not following the roads, because I want to show off the one thing in the town that's unique, because all the rest of this is just kind of regular Minecraft buildings with some interior work.
You mean in the peasant, because you said that it's sectioned off, and you're talking about the peasant part of the village.
I wouldn't really call it the peasant. It's really the main part. I have a royal district simply because I wanted to do something special with the dark oak. This is actually a house I built custom off of a large house that wasn't here originally. I built the whole thing. And I didn't use any kind of commands or mods back when I was doing this kind of stuff. Guard tower there.
You didn't know how, right?
Pretty much, or I didn't really want to. See, here I started using buttons. See?
What is this?
This is actually the main mine. This is one of the first things I added after the castle, probably, or maybe even before the castle.
And how big is this mine?
Fairly big. I kind of just blew a big hole in the ground, and it reached some other mine areas, and I've never really actually explored most of this. I've kind of just... you can see it's still dark down there. I never lit it up. But there's actually a huge system of underground caves, and we're going to use one right now to get to the castle. The whole setup is kind of just random, because I was just originally exploring this world back in 1.7 and didn't really understand a whole lot of what I was doing. But we're going to go to the castle now, which is one of my main builds. Took a left there. That was the right way, I think.
You can imagine if he thinks this is nothing, you can imagine how good his stuff now is.
Yep, there's actually a dragon nest down there, and more cave systems out that way. Gosh, I'm stuttering. I don't know why. But if you take this water elevator up through the lava, I know, terrible. Elevator up. Elevator go up. Okay, there we go. You end up in the prison underneath the castle, which is a good place to start off here, because the front door is way complicated. There used to be people in here. I think they died at one point. I don't know why. Because I'm really bad, I guess. They had crimes. There's a little garden back here. That's my retirement home. Not going to go into it. It's just kind of a basic, living space. Except for there's a pool in the bottom. I'll look through the window. You can see the pool. See the pool? Okay, there's the pool. And these are more entrances to the underground. Anytime you see one of these, it's an entrance to the underground. Except for this one where it leads to a cave that drops you out of the world, and it's the only place it goes. So we'll follow this little path around here. And enter the castle through the front gate.
What's that? Is that just a...
This is a fountain I built around 1.8. trying to try out some of the new blocks. There's a stable here that I built at the time. This fence around the river here actually used to extend to another village over there, Kirikwel, which maybe we'll show in the next episode. But I eventually got rid of the extra fence and wall, and I built this little boat thing to get back and forth at one point, just for fun. This kind of turned out to be not so big a project, actually, comparatively to some of the stuff I do now, but it did take probably a couple weeks to do this. This is a regular Minecraft church, but it's been expanded, obviously, and grown in size. This is a boathouse I built. All this is built by hand here, including the roads and terraforming, anything I needed to do there. Which you can actually pull the seed for the world sometime. Maybe I'll pull that up and you can see, so you can see what this area looked like before I messed with it. There's the academy here, which as always I have locked from the inside, I think. So that's kind of, yeah, I locked it from the inside. So I'm going to have to fly up and over to get in there. If you don't do that, it'll keep the gates locked even when you try opening them from inside. Headmaster's chamber in there, kind of just a living space. Each of these corner towers on almost all my builds have this, way to get down them. This is before I learned how to do overhanging ramparts, so all the ramparts are kind of flat. A lot of this older stuff is very blocky comparatively to my new work. There's a library here. I don't know why I walked all the way in it. I'm on, trying to finish this. There's some areas here for the generals or trainers. There's a forge back in there and dining spaces in there. The academy was one of my second projects, and I just kind of wanted to look through it to remind myself of where I came from. I had some barracks out here in the training field. Mitch?
Yeah.
You okay? Yeah.
I like it.
Yeah, I'm just,
Anything else that you want to show us before we end the video?
Maybe one or two things. Is I got this, little set of apartments here for people visiting, diplomats and whatnot who are visiting the capital. This is a execution chamber where if you hit the switch, it drops you out of the world.
Let's see that.
All right, fine. I'll open it up. So you see there's a floor there, and you push a dude, and you can drop him out of the world. And I'm actually going to pull up a villager and do it just because.
There you go.
We're going to torture the poor villager, or we're going to kill him. Anyways. No! Get back in there! You know what? Fine. I'll just kill you the proper way. Where'd you go? Kill you with a sword. Oh, yeah, this is the Keyblade from the Kingdom Hearts mod I have installed called Kingdom Keys. I'm going to lock the doors on him. No, because you can't see if I do that. Okay, just opening it. See? Dropped him out of the world. Took forever on that. Why did we spend so much time on that, Mitch? Anyways, I also have custom NPCs installed in Zero's minimap, as well as Optifine, because I can do this. I don't want to give anyone a seizure. I should probably stop that. But this is my first castle, first ever build that was custom, that wasn't based off like, the original Minecraft buildings, which I actually built that way after this as the expanded part of the village.
Alright.
There's an underground tunnel system we might use to get to the next place, but from then on, I'm going to use the teleporting system because I built the mine shafts back when I didn't know how to use command blocks to get from village to village.
I see.
And I had to hand dig them because obviously I didn't know how to use commands.
Right.
And so, yep, this is Sidrathos, my capital city of Etela.
Nutella.
There is no end!
And thank you for watching, and join us next time.
See you guys.